Hi everybody. I'm in Bali. I'm in Bali, and look at my room. Look at that. My bed. That's my little balcony area. Leads out. Look at these doors. They're beautiful. I mean, it is raining at the moment, but look at my little balcony. I even put like all this out for me. Really, it's so nice. It's like barely anything. It's like £20 a night or something. I arrived at night, so I was able to like sleep on the plane and then sleep when I got here. So I just feel fine enough to have my yoga gear on and be off to the yoga barn soon to do some hatha yoga. So I'm gonna shoot off. But yeah, I just wanted to say my first day. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I'll keep you updated. Bali is just luscious. It's absolutely luscious. It's just so green, which you can see out of the window here. It's just beautiful. Like everything here is just lovely. Oh, this is the other thing. Look at this. Look at my toilet. Has a built-in bidet. Oh my god, amazing. I mean, I am sort of like having showers outside though. I'm in a sort of outside area section with bugs, but that's okay because it's still pretty. Yeah, I'll keep you updated. Bye. I'm in Bali. I think this is day 3 now. I'm just heading into town for my first acai bowl. I think I'm going to do that. But so far I've done loads of yoga at the yoga barn. I've done some kirtan last night, which was just amazing. There's something about doing the singing and sort of the unification of that, and everybody just being in a beautiful, glorious place, just wonderful. Bali is just beautiful and luscious and amazing, as I've already said. And tonight I'm going to the yoga barn again because I'm here for Bali Spirit Festival, and it's the first day of the festival opening party tonight, so it's going to be held at the barn. So I will do some filming then. So, all vegan menu. Turn back here. Amazing. really early, so there's no one else here, but it's nice because I'm able to walk around and to check stuff out. But it's looking pretty amazing.
Let me put it this way, down. No, it's getting late.
And then step 3, clapping dantian, right? For beginners, 200 times. For advanced practitioners, 500 times. You can go all the way up to 1,000. And it's burning, hotter and hotter. It's very good. Okay? Then if you want to bring more energy to the legs, chopping your groins, right? And then if you have lower immunities, always feeling lower back issues, spine issues, scoliosis, all kinds of stuff, doing this one. Hear sound? Yeah, find a natural rhythm of it, right? It's not only the physical massage, it's your shen, it's your awareness, right? It's fully did the job, all right?
And we've just done our first, no, it's not my first breath
My
work.
first one.
This
My
is Julie's
first
first
breath
breath work.
Yeah.
And how did you find it?
Oh, very tingly, very tingly
Yeah.
first, and very deep. I got, that's it, like a physical reaction. My hands were cramping, and when the pain left, I had like a physical reaction that was halfway between a laugh and a cry, and yeah, after that all tingly and very very interesting.
It's for me. It's crazy how it just kind of, it's like it all goes in your fingers and then it's all in your hands and then it goes into your fingers, and it's just the breath. That's what's so amazing about it. It's just like the healing power of the breath. And for me, I did it yesterday as well, and I started crying out of nowhere. Just like all this stuff and all this pain came up from nowhere, and then today I had some sort of crazy transcendental experience. So I would definitely say like breath work is one of the most powerful things that I've done. I don't know about you. Have you done anything else before that you feel is good?
I'll have a better opinion after a few times of doing a breathwork. Coming to the workshop on Sunday, a 3-hour one, so yeah, it should be interesting. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. So we're both going to breathwork, so it should be good. So nice to meet you, Julie.
Nice to meet you, Natasha.
It's a beautiful.
Perhaps our sensuality. You know, it's like once we start to release all of the blockages and just allow Shakti to flow, then we return balance to this planet. You know, when we are kind of still operating in a what am I trying to say, like in the shadow masculine, the shadow feminine, you know, out of harmony, blah, 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 you know, then this you know, the reflection of the planet is this disharmony as well. So
I'm videoing now. So I've just had an experience with these two lovely ladies, and I'm not quite sure what it was, but it was like they were both singing in my ear, and it was like two angels singing in my ear, and then I was like transported to another place. Can you just explain?
No, we can't.
There's no way to explain it.
There's no explaining it. But what I can say is that you wanted to know when it started, and it started when my daughter was 11 years old. And maybe it actually started before that because I swam with dolphins every day for a month when I was pregnant with her. They were in captivity, so she was being sonared that whole 4th month, and so she's always been into sound and toning and things. So she was 11, and we were at a full moon ceremony, and people were toning. I went, Amelia, let's do this in someone's ear. So she climbs up on a stump so she can get up high enough. And we started singing, and people just started lining up. And then every time we'd come, there'd be this line of like 10 or 15 people waiting for us to do that. So that's how it started. But the happy news is this is in the brand new audiobook game I just created, which can be listened to as an audiobook or played as a game.
Yeah.
And do you want me to tell you where they can find it?
What's it called again?
It's called, I'll tell you what the website is called, because if they don't get the name of the game right, they can't find it. So, is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it's called navigatethegame.com.
Okay.
It explains everything. It has a tutorial for non-gamers, and it opens up all the cheat codes so you can get to this. So this is the very first inner world experience that the people listening to the story and playing the game get to come to, is this thing that we do.
Yeah. That's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
what else is it that you do at this tent?
Oh, well, I've just been doing intuitive sessions with people, and
I'll do the occasional person.
oh yeah, she does. Amelia does these
intuitive.
cool things where she works with crystals, and she's, we'll do this for you.
Oh.
She'll pick a crystal. You pick the crystal. You hold it, and she goes, "What is that?" She just talks to you.
Yeah.
But mainly we're just here having fun.
Yeah. And is this like your first? Have you been to Bali Spirit Festival a lot?
Never. This is
Never.
our
It's
first
the
time
first
to
First
time.
time
Bali.
doing anything like this.
Wow. It's my first time as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to meet.
I know. We're together.
Opening up the heart, palms facing down, elbows drop, exhale, drop down. Inhale, lift, energy up the heart. Twist to the
So the festival is over. So now I'm just having a few days in Bali before I go back, and it was an amazing festival, absolutely wonderful. I was able to meet so many new people because I was there on my own, and I've got to say, like, being on my own was for this particular trip was very good. I really enjoyed just having the freedom of just doing what I wanted on this particular trip. And just being able to walk in and out of the workshops, not worry about anything or anybody else, and do what I liked in the evening. I do think, obviously there'll be benefits of going with somebody else, but for me particularly, right now, it was good, because what I realised was that this journey that I'm on, this trip to Bali and going to this festival was about me kind of putting tools in my toolbox and figuring out what I'm going to do next. So at times it didn't even feel like a festival for me. It felt like research, because it's something that I'm going to be doing. But overall the festival was excellent. I met so many different people. So the festival was mainly yoga, breathwork, meditation, qigong, tai chi, what else was there? Loads of talks, loads of like gong bar sound healing. There was a healing area, healing section. They did their own separate talks, and then there's music, and they have music all day and music in the night. So if you're just interested in the music or just going for the weekend, then you can just do that as well. For me, it was specifically the daytime stuff, so I'd get there quite early and then I'd leave pretty early, because I do like maybe 3 or 4 workshops back to back, which was probably a bit much, to be honest. I would definitely say for this festival I had FOMO, fear of missing out, so I did perhaps a little bit too much. And perhaps perhaps killed myself. So by the evening, I didn't really want to stay, or I didn't have the energy. But that's fine, because that's where I was at this time round, so it was fine. And I met so many wonderful people. I made some really wonderful friends. For me, the highlight of this trip was the breath work, because I ended up doing breath work every day, and different teachers, different styles of breath work. So breath work is breathing continuously without stopping. Obviously we do that every day, but in a certain way. So you're like and it's exploring that and exploring the healing power of your own breath. And it's very, very powerful work. More powerful than I ever realised, and I've just started getting into breath work. And if you do this, and the types of workshops we were doing, they would start with music and dancing, and then they would lead into breath work. It would depend on the teacher. But the first day I just burst into tears. I was just like crying like a baby, and I didn't, this happened to me before, but I didn't realise anything was in there. And it will bring things up for you if you're doing that sort of breathing for a while, but in that space where you feel safe to be able to bring that stuff up. And then sort of by the end of that, and then I had sort of almost an out of body transcendental experience a couple of days in, and then towards the end I had a much more sort of loving, gentle experience. So I think it just depends really on what needs to come up, and whatever needs to happen. So the other highlights for me were yoga and sound. So doing yoga, very slow moving yoga to live sound and didgeridoos and things like that, and that was wonderful. That was so amazing. And the other thing as well was the healing area, and having some free talks there. That was just an unexpected surprise, and I had some really amazing messages and met some really, really wonderful people. David Dwaba, you're a wonderful lady. And it was just meant to be. So my only con, I'm going to do some, all my pros are everything. The running of the festival was wonderful. Volunteers are amazing. I recommend everybody go if you're into this kind of thing. And don't worry about going on your own, because you probably you'll have an amazing experience alone. For me, there's also ecstatic dance. I didn't manage to do that. Didn't manage to do dance. I was just too knackered. But there's loads of dance as well if you're interested in that. For me, the low light was they were selling alcohol, and for me, this kind of festival is about not drinking. I came to the festival because I thought it was going to be kind of free from that. It was one of the main reasons, because I'm really into sort of sober raves and people kind of experiencing stuff without feeling like they need to drink. But this is just my own thing. I mean, lots of other people go there and they might like to drink, but for me personally, I was a little bit disappointed to see that. And they weren't selling drink in the main area. They were selling, if you paid extra and had an abundance pass, then there was a drinking tent, or a place that you could buy drink, and I kind of felt that even glorified it even more. And for me, drinking doesn't really go with this sort of stuff. This is just my own personal opinion, by the way. No judgments to anybody else, but for me personally, it's not my bag with this kind of thing. And I was a little bit disappointed because I didn't get the impression from what they were saying on the website that there'd be any sort of drink there. It's not the kind of vibe that I'm thinking of when I think of this sort of stuff. And there's a few other niggly things, but mainly overall the festival was just wonderful. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed my highlights and my little clips, and if you've made it that far, well done. I'm signing off. I'm going to enjoy Bali now. I'm just going to chill out. I need it. I need another holiday. Everyone says that, so cliche, but another holiday after the holiday. So bye.